Evening, folks. It's KT here with, let me just adjust this a little bit, with the 7th, I believe, edition of Everyday KT. So, we've got a couple interesting things to talk about today. First and foremost, I'd like to give a shout out to my friends at, I know it's backwards, Rub Right and Hardigan. They are the epic comedy duo who run all this whiskey tastings over at the Tulsa Scott Fest out in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you haven't been to a really good Scottish festival out in the Midwest, out in Oklahoma, I really suggest you get out there because those guys are hilarious and the festival is awesome. I helped to run it for a couple of years back in the day, and I highly suggest that make it happen. Yeah, Chris, I know I cut it off. It pissed me off a couple days ago. So, Slanja, here's to Steve and Eric. So, one thing to get out of the way first. Maybe about a half an hour ago or so, I was out on Facebook perusing all the random various kilt forums and kilt groups and whatnot. And someone took it upon themselves to try to tell me that I had to wear my kilt a very specific way or not at all. Now, I'm all for tradition and history and respecting all of the people who've worn the kilt before, all the things that it means, all the trials and tribulations that the Scottish people as a whole have gone through. But it's clothes. And if you're going to a formal event, if you're going to someplace dressy and fancy, absolutely dress it up to the nines. It's going to be expensive, but dress it up. But if you're going to work every day, you don't need diced hose, you don't need gillies. There's a lot of places where you're not even allowed to wear a skein dhu legally. So, it's clothes. And as far as, respecting a tartan, this is the tartan I wear. That's my tartan, Brotherhood of the Kilt. I had that registered back in 2007. Right there behind me is the registration certificate for the tartan. So, for me, respecting my tartan is wearing it every single day, everywhere I go, all the time. Unless I'm going to wreck the kilt so it's unusable, I'm wearing it. Okay, so the another thing that I was going to talk about tonight, Scotch. I know that there are a lot of you out there who love a nice wee dram. As was shown earlier, I have a very delectable little dram right here. And the great thing about it is it's actually not very expensive. They sell them by the handle here where I'm at. It's called McClellan's. This is an Isla. A really good Talisker, a really good, Lafroig, $60 to $80 a bottle. But this right here, this baby right here, $44. And that's a lot of Scotch, and it tastes really good. I wouldn't put it to the same level as a Talisker. It is very smooth, but it's not as smooth. It doesn't even come close to Coila, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all, and I really enjoy it. So if you can find McClellan's, I'll put it up again. This is the brand. You'll probably find it on a lot of liquor stores on the bottom shelves. They get blends from all different distilleries. It's not a bad little dram. I highly suggest it. Now we were talking about some shenanigans. So if you hadn't noticed earlier, I have a very unique kilt pin on. As you can see, there it is, right there. That's my kilt pin. And yes, that is mistletoe. So, now it was added at a request. So I'm going to show you how to make yourself a mistletoe kilt pin. All you'll need is 2 pieces of equipment. You'll need to get one of these. It's a safety pin. You can probably get it just about anywhere. And this, a piece of fake mistletoe. You can get it at any craft store, probably in the world right now because Christmas is coming up, for $1 or $2, maybe. And it's ridiculously simple how to make a mistletoe kilt pin. You take the kilt, you take the pin, you open it up, and if you look on the back here, you'll see that little piece right here, the stem. Look right there. You just take the point of the pin, you go up through the bottom here. Let's see if I can do this right. Yep. Go down. I'm sorry. You go down right here, and it's plastic, and it's, try not to stab yourself. And you feed it through. See how it's like that? So right now it looks like that. If you can get these these pins without the coil, makes it real easy just to pull one of these numbers. So you just go like that, spin it around, and boom, you have a mistletoe kilt pin, which is all manner of shenanigans. Especially if your girlfriend, significant other, whomever it might be, says you need to wear one of these tonight. Very cool. If you don't know anything about mistletoe and why a kilt pin made of mistletoe is full of shenanigans, I highly suggest you go out on the internet and do some quick research, but not when anybody else is watching, because you never know what's going to come up. So that's pretty much what we've got for tonight. Remember, here is a mistletoe kilt pin. Really cheap, really cool around the holidays. McClellan Scotch. The Isla is really good. They make 4 different types. They make an Isla, a Speyside, a Highland, and I think a Lowland. And as I've said before, it's your kilt. Wear it. So, it's KT, and this has been your Everyday KT. Be strong. Put a kilt on. And if you want some more, go out to Amazon and get yourself a copy or two of Kiltology. It's a really good read, and you can still get it by Christmas if you order it in the next couple of days. Talk to you tomorrow.